What's good, YouTube? Flash Fees back for another video. Well, anyway, I'm just sitting here watching this Phoenix Mercury versus the New York Liberty game. Just checking this out. Decided, you know what? Let me holler at y'all real quick. Why not? During the game, no need to wait till after. And really, I wanted to check out my homie Khalid Copper. You know, from right down the street from where I'm at. You know what I mean? Skills crazy. Oh my goodness, this player Cunningham, little blonde hair young lady, Sophie Cunningham, that it, and she on fire. But this is what I'm getting at, man. Some of these teams, like the New York Liberty, clearly, you know, is one of the best teams. They play a beautiful brand of basketball. They're two fantastic players, man. Stewie. Now, you want to talk about the Larry Bird of this league? That's Brianna. It's Stewie. Brianna Stewart. You know, tall, lanky, athletic. You know, shoot from wherever. Is a three-level scorer. You know, people talk to me about trying to convince me that so-and-so, number 22 that plays for the Fever, is a generational talent. I'm hearing this all over the place. And listen, I'm not hating and I'm not saying that she's not. But what I am saying is I'm not fully convinced that she is. You know, there's a difference. And I'm not convinced. You know, and everybody has different ways that they look at basketball. Different ways that they judge players, all of that. I get it. For me, you know, I really expected her to be a better scorer than she is. You know, this is what you got to understand, right? The first time I ever heard of Caitlin Clark, it was like this. You know, because remember, I heard of Angel Reese first because what first grabbed my attention was the whole "you can't see me" situation where she mocked her in the championship game. That was my first time. I swear to God, I did not know about Caitlin Clark because it's not like me to just pay attention to Iowa. I don't care about Iowa. Iowa's actually a rival of Penn State, so I'm not interested in Iowa. The only thing from Iowa that I like is Cooper DeJean because he's a Philadelphia Eagle now. So, Angel Reese, what I heard of first. A year later, fast forward, I got a couple buddies of mine talking about, yo, this girl playing for Iowa, this little white girl playing for Iowa is the greatest women's basketball player ever, my G. That's what he said. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you ever seen Cynthia Cooper play? He ain't really seen Cooper. He's like, no, I'm here. She's better than them, man. She shooting. She play like Steph Curry. Got Steph game. And then, so I go online. I'm searching, and I'm in conversations with a couple people, and there's all types of people saying she's the greatest ever. So I'm asking people, okay, you ever heard of Cheryl Miller? You know the story of the USC Trojans of the early 80s and all that. Oh, no, she better than I. Old head told me he seen Cheryl play and that Caitlin's better. Yeah? So then that's when I started watching. I actually watched the championship game. I watched the LSU game, the second one that Caitlin was able to win. I must say I was impressed with it, with her play. And then in the championship game against South Carolina, which I knew what Dawn was going to do to her, is I know how Dawn think. Dawn is a tourist from North Philly. So we think a certain way, we see basketball a certain way, right? So I already knew what she was going to do. But so much to say, I was impressed with Caitlin's first half and a part of the third quarter. That fourth quarter, they decided to put the vice grips on her. And then that was kind of telling me, because I already knew. See, I was telling my homies, I was like, yo, she go to the W, they gonna put some of them sisters from the hood up on her, and that's different. That's a little different. Like you can actually play organized ball somewhere and be nice, and then go up in the hood on the playground, run into somebody that's just a crazy athlete, like at the Rucker or something like that, and it'd be a totally different story. But at any rate, man, when I say I expected Caitlin to be a better scorer, I meant as a 3-level scorer. You know what I mean? There's different types of scorers. You got the Michael Jordan type of scorer, which I consider elite type of scorer. In that category, you can put Kobe. In that category, you can put Kevin Durant. In that category, you can put Carmelo Anthony. Guys like that. These are 3-level scorers, and 3-level scorers of this magnitude are elite scorers to me. Meaning, they can go out there and shoot the 3. Even if it's not their bread and butter like a Kobe or Mike, they can do it. We done see Mike in the championship game make 6 of them things. So he can do it. There's been years when Michael Jordan made 40% from 3. It just wasn't a staple of his game back then. But we know Mike can shoot. He's shooting from all over the place. His efficiency was crazy from mid-range. But my point is, these types of players, 3-level scorers, they can take you out from 3. You take that away from them. They can kill you in the mid-range. Take that away from them. They can get to the free throw line. Take that away from them. They can get to the rim. Take that away from them. They can play you in the post. Take that away from them. Okay? These are scorers that can score in all 5 ways that one can score in the game of basketball. There's only 5 ways. There is no 6. When I study a player's game, those are the things I'm looking for. All right? So when I look at Caitlin Clark, and I get it, she's young, she's not a finished product. But I'm being told she's better than Cheryl Miller. I'm being told she's better than Cynthia Cooper. I'm being told she's better than Maya Moore, which she won't even believe. People act like Cheryl Swoops is out of her mind. Diane Taurasi out of their mind. And Caitlin, she's better than them. But then I look at her game, and I discover, all right, she can hit from deep. Check. Good. The free throw line is what impresses me the most. She's an excellent free throw shooter, which lets you know she can shoot. Bam, that's 2. In the area of scoring, what else does she do that's elite? Getting to the rim. Maybe she was good at Iowa getting to the rim. In the W, can she get to the rim without running around screens? Does she have the handles? Does she have the speed, the craftiness? Can she do it without pushing off with the offhand? These are the questions you got to ask. Because when we talking about GOATs and greatest of all time and eliteness, I look at all that. I look at all that. And for me right now, she scores from 3 well, and the numbers aren't even really saying that. But we know she can shoot, so I'm going to give her that in her bag. And we know from the free throw line, the mid-range is not there. The post is not there. She's a big guard. All right, so that's where I say, when I say I'm not convinced she's generational, that's what I mean. I'm looking at the whole game. She can develop into that, but like when you only score 2 or 3 ways, you're easier. The less ways you can score, the easier you are to scout. The easier you are to slow down. You feel me? And then the second part of that, when I look at elite players, how well do you play in the 5-man system? Now, I'm noticing a lot of her fans, they don't seem to want her to play within a system. They don't want that. They want to see a situation where she is the system. That's what they want. And they don't care about how that makes a coach look. They don't care about how that makes the other players feel. They don't care about nothing. All they care about is that player. They don't care if it leads to wins. Because I've seen fans of this complain after a victory just because she scored 11 points or 7 points. You feel me? Anytime you complaining about after a victory only because your favorite player only scored 7 points, that tells me you just a fan of that player. You more interested in just that player getting off than you are about wins. And that's crazy to me. That's wild. That's wild to me.
Stewie and Diana representing Connecticut so very well. It's the only school that has had 5.
But let's talk about this Sabrina Ionescu. That woman is amazing. I'm watching her play right now. If CC can get to Ionescu level, I would just consent. Like, yo, I see Ionescu with the passing, the vision, all that. I saw her make about 3 passes this game so far to have me say, oh, snizzy. I see her pulling up from 3 like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. I see Ionescu get to the rim. I see Ionescu utilizing the mid-range. Ionescu is a 3-level scorer. She makes me say, wow. Real rap. And I'm dead serious. CC has yet to make me say wow. To just blow my mind, like do something crazy. Now, I'm impressed with some of the passes here and there. But then I'm seeing turnovers to go along with it. So that X's that out. Copper, bro. See, but it's not even fair to compare Copper to CC. Like, CC can never be like Copper. Copper just has the God-given athleticism that CC had never had. And that's cool. She can still be as an effective player if she learned to be crafty. Like, she need to learn some of them Luka Doncic tricks. You know how to use your ass, you know what I mean, to hold the defender off, and all that kind of stuff. She need to learn some of them tricks, Jalen Brunson little tricks. Even some of James Harden little tricks. So CC need to develop a floater. Man. And right now, she drive and then little layups and those things don't even be that efficient, especially if it's defended. In a fast break, she need to develop a Euro step. But these are all things that can be added to her game. You see what I mean? In the off season or during the break, during the Olympic break, I mean, that may not be enough time, but need to be working on those things. But Ionescu, bro, she the one they should be going crazy about. She crazy. She crazy with it. Her and Stewie? Come on, man. Ew, Stewie just did a Euro step right around Griner that was nasty. Nasty. So now, Phoenix, man, get that ball to Cop. I want to see Cop go off. I got that Philly bias always. I got a Khalid Copper bias. You know what I'm saying? Cause she from down north, and I have a Marina Mabry bias cause she from Belmar, Jersey. I want to see Mabry do well, even though I know they need to throw Kennedy Carter in there instead of her. But I have a bias. You know what I mean? Like, the W doesn't have a Philly team, so I got to root for the Philly players. I'm a homer. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? I love my city, man. Love my city. Copper, nasty. They just took Copper out though. Wow, Copper nasty with it. What's wrong with them? See. I haven't really been paying attention to the Mercury to see what the whole deal is. But it looked like she may not be fully ingratiated to what they doing. I don't know. It is, but New York is such a solid squad. New York and Connecticut, mad solid as a rock. I think it's gonna come down to them two, man. Like I know the Aces, you can't never count them out. They the champs. They got the heart of champs, but yo, they look like they're in trouble, man. See, sometimes, when you get those titles, especially if you went back to back, you might lose a little bit of that hunger. You know what I mean? Like I didn't watch the Aces last couple of years, so I can't really speak to it because I don't know the personality of all the players. I'm like learning all that as I go along. But I got, I know they champs. You gotta respect it. But the Connecticut is my favorite team to watch. Straight up and down. Cause I love watching defense, bro. You see, a lot of people don't understand my takes and stuff like that when I be talking about players and who better and not and all that. Because I look at basketball a little different than how a lot of people look at it. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, taught basketball a certain way. Like let me give you an example of what I mean. Some people like when they go to a concert. Let's say you go to a concert to listen to a band and watch a band perform. Some people fixated on the singer. Some people fixated on the violinist. Say if it's an orchestra. Some people fixated on the horns or the sax player. What he doing? Some people fixated on the pianist. Some people fixated on the guitarist. And then you got some people, like me, who sits there and takes in the whole performance, everything that's happening at one time, taking it all in. On one side, I'm listening to taking in what the drummer's doing. On the other end, taking in what the pianist is doing, and so on and so forth. When I watch a basketball game, I'm not focused on just one player, even though I root for Cop. Even though I'm loving the way Ionescu playing. Totally entertained by her. Way more entertained by her than I've seen from this other person that's supposed to be the most entertaining player in the league. I'm not naming no names, number 22. I'm watching everything. The offense, the defense. I'm looking for the movement of all the parts. I'm looking to see if people are standing still. I'm looking to see ball movement. How many people are touching the ball? And then I'm watching the defense. I'm just as entertained by defensive players shutting down somebody than watching a logo 3. Like Carrington, Dijonai Carrington, I could watch her play all day, bro. Alyssa Thomas is different. I could watch her play. Because, they dogs, man. They constantly digging in, slapping the ground like what? I love those type players. So, in my opinion, I think the Sun going to take it. Because I believe in the way they play. You look at the way they score. Like tonight, Carrington only got 12. Alyssa got 14 and 7. Bonner tripping another double digit. Like every game when I'm watching them, 4 or 5 people in double digits. That's how you want your team to be. It's no surprise they're number 1. You feel me? It's no surprise they're number 1. No egos on that squad, man. It's all love. It might literally be all love on that team. Oh, man. But whatever the case may be, man, they playing beautiful basketball over there with the Sun. But that would be crazy if Boston win and they win. That would be kind of crazy. I like the Sun. I can't stand the Celtics. You know, can't stand them, man. Yeah, so, but that's the thing about that team, man. I love the way they play, especially the way they digging on defense. The offense, they just share the ball, man. You know, I really want to see Chicago Sky get it together, man. They they out there tripping, man. But I get it, they're young, it's gonna take time. But like, yo, y'all done lost to the Fever twice. And listen, I don't root against the Fever because I'm all for Aaliyah Boston. She's a Dawn Staley product. Any Dawn Staley product I'm rooting for, I got a Dawn Staley bias, y'all. She from 25th and Diamond. I'm from around 23rd Indiana, but I done lived at 11th and Diamond. You feel what I'm saying? So of course. Yeah, man. It's a good game right here, though. They damn near tied up at half. They both play beautiful ball. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, man. The W, I like the way they play, man. Like, this looks more like the ball I grew up watching. For real. NBA, man, all that 5-out bullshit, I don't like it. I like the NBA once we get to the playoffs. Certain teams I like the way Denver play. You know. I like the way I don't like the way the Celtics play. I don't care if they won. I don't like the way they play. It worked this time, but I don't see it working in the long haul. I just don't. Now they do play defense. I get them that. I like the way the Thunder play. I like the way Minnesota play. So I like certain teams like that I watch. You know what I mean? Yeah, they handled their business tonight, man. Yeah, it's about it. You know, I'm thinking about, man, taking this thing to the next level, man, of the channel. Just taking it more serious. Set up the studio. Had this thing looking like a Philly sports joint. You know? That's what I'm thinking about doing. You know, and I'm probably going to do a live. I'm going to start going live regularly. You know, because that sounds like something fun. And I got a couple of friends I'm going to bring on. A couple of homies I'm going to bring on. You know, we going to debate sports. Got some stuff in store for you, man. Got some stuff in store for you. So, yeah, it's about halftime on this game. I just checked in real quick. You know what I mean? Just to holler at y'all. I'm out. Peace.